gentlemen, and welcome aboard the Weird Wednesday flight number 13. The time is approximately 12 midnight Eastern Standard Time. It's our pleasure to welcome you aboard Flight 13 from a service from where you're currently at to destination of unknown origin. We suggest any carry-on items don't need to be placed or stowed prior to closing the aircraft. Your items of choice should be placed directly in front of you for easy ease of access. Food, drinks, and snacks of your choice are highly recommended for your comfort. Seatbelts are not required, but as a warning, we may experience some turbulence along the way. Be warned. On behalf of the captain and your entire crew, it's our pleasure to have you aboard with us this evening. The seatbelt sign has now been turned off, so it's time to sit back and enjoy the ride.
Well. How's it going, Jamie?
Well, I just got Facebook to load on my PC. As we can see, I'm broadcasting on my phone, stacked on two different boxes inside of a skull cup, being held up with remote controls. And I haven't even shared the show out yet because I couldn't get into the show. So now, how are you doing?
Well, technical issues aside, I'm doing just freaking dandy. I guess it's been I don't know. It's been one of those days. It's been one of
I
those
feel
couple days.
lovely.
It's been one of those weeks. It's like every time I plan something, it doesn't work out the way it's supposed to. So hey, at least I'm still here kicking and being able to bitch about it, right?
Yeah. I can't find the Weird Wednesday show on the computer. Oh, there, Weird Wednesday. How's everybody else this really weird Wednesday? It's got a weird vibe to it today, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Or is it just me?
Oh man. Yeah. I don't know. I've been like I told you I was working on a video the other day, and like my computer, my not the computer, but the program crashed, and then I lost everything that I'd worked on for hours. So I was a little perturbed. Is perturbed a word? Yeah, I was perturbed. I was pissed. So the last 2 days, I figured, oh, I'm gonna get up in the morning, get up early, and hop on the bike, and go do this video. Just shoot the whole thing over again, right? Yeah, well, I got up the other morning, 6 o'clock. The wind's blowing like 30 miles an hour, and it's overcast and just total shit show for weather. So that didn't happen. So tried to do some work outside, clean up my driveway some, the whole area out there. And right when I got out there and started working, well, here comes the rain again. So today, loaded up the bike. I had to redo my bike carrier on the back of the van because it got screwed up. So I had to fix it, and went to put the bikes on it, and I'm like, wait a minute, why do they not fit now?
Oh no.
So I had to take it back apart and re-put it back together. Loaded my bike on there 3 different times. Finally got it right, finally got my bike on there, all strapped down, ready to go. And my neighbor came over and was jawing for a while. And she was like, "Well, I guess I'll let you go, so you can go for a bike ride. It's almost getting dark." And I'm like, "Yeah, okay, cool." Went inside to grab my jacket. I come back out. Starts raining again. I'm like, son of a bitch, I'm done. I'm done trying. Just chalk it up for another day. Some days
Find my live event.
some days you just wonder, should I have just stayed in bed today?
Yeah.
But whatever. It is what it is. I'm used to it. It is what it is. And it ain't what it ain't.
I don't know why I can't find the actual. Oh, here it is. Now it's on my notifications. I wasn't able to get the live event. Let's see if I can turn this. Stop dropping off.
Well, speaking of shit shows, old never a straight answer NASA again. Now they say they're canceling the Lunar Space Station in favor of more ambitious plans. Yeah. Okie dokie, NASA. It's like, really? You guys couldn't plan your way out of a frickin' wet paper bag with a knife and a flashlight. Okay, it says the long-awaited Lunar Gateway space station has been scrapped, but will be repurposed for something else. With the first manned mission around the moon, Artemis 2, still on schedule for a launch on April 1st, April Fool's Day, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure, like this shit's ever going to happen. It seems that NASA, and it's not a trip to the moon, it's the first manned launch around the moon. It seems that NASA has been thinking long and hard about the future of lunar exploration. While there had been plans to place a permanent orbital outpost around the moon to act as a stepping stone for future manned missions to the lunar surface, new NASA Administrator Jarek Isaacman said that he now revealed that this won't actually be going ahead as planned. No kidding. I called that out like 2 months ago. Instead, the space agency will work to set up a base on the moon's surface, a process that will take. How about you get your ass to the moon first before you try to say you're going to build some shit on the moon? Anyways, whole nother story, right? That'll take around 7 years, and we'll reuse some of the Lunar Gateway's already completed components. It should really not be a surprise to anyone that we are pausing Gateway in its current and form and focusing on infrastructure that supports sustained operations on the lunar surface. Isaacman told attendees at the recent event at NASA's headquarters in Washington, D.C. Despite some of the very real hardware and schedule challenges, we can repurpose equipment and internal partner commitments to support surface and other program objectives, whatever that meant. As things stand, it isn't clear exactly when these changes or what these changes will mean for the manned space program moving forward, especially given that Lunar Gateway has aimed to enable easier access to the moon's surface. Perhaps the most important thing needed to build a base there. Which vehicles will be used to transport astronauts to and from the base also remains unclear. They should just rename NASA to they should just call it Pipe Dream. Because somebody's definitely hitting the pipe hard. In my opinion. I don't have much. What's the word? Trust, not trust. I don't have much. I don't know. I don't have much belief that they're gonna come out with anything good as far as going to the moon.
I don't know why I can't share this video to my page
Hmm.
from the computer. I just realized I'm going to have to read my articles from this too, so.
Oh. Yeah. So NASA again, combing back, comb over. It's a comb over from their previous plans that they scheduled and then rescheduled and then canceled again, and then new plans came up, and now they're postponing them. And it's like, dude, shit or get off the pot, man. You gotta have eggs and milk before you start making pancakes, man. Stepping stones. We're going to the moon. Well, we're not really going to the moon. We're going to go around the moon. Well, we got to postpone that because we're building we're going to build a thing on the moon. Well, we don't know how we're going to get the stuff there because we don't know how to get there, and we don't know what vehicles we're going to use to get there. But we got a dream. Hey,
Yeah,
great
we
things,
got a
great
dream.
things come with a dream. You got to dream big, I guess. I don't know. I don't have much confidence. That's the word I was looking for. I don't have much confidence in NASA. I used to think they were superstars when I was a kid. I used to think NASA was the coolest
Can you
thing
still
going.
see me while I'm doing this?
It's very dark where you're at there.
Oh, okay, but you still see the purple?
Let me look.
Because I'm on my phone trying to get this shared out on my phone real quick.
I see purple, but it's all colored black, solid black. So
I
yeah,
know, I
see
got to turn on some sort of a light.
yeah, exactly, Nate. We promised we were there before.
Uh-oh. I
Just
think I lost Restream.
Uh-oh. I still hear you. I don't see you, but I hear you.
I wonder where it's at.
Dream big or go home. Exactly. How about just about go home? Yeah. Start over, dudes. Like, you know, I don't know. I don't even know what to think about them anymore. Maybe they should like maybe the I was gonna say maybe the plan of going around the moon on April 1st. When is that? That's like in a week. That shit ain't gonna happen. I was gonna say it now. It's not gonna happen. But whatever. Maybe that's a stepping stone. Shoot a rocket, manned rocket. I was gonna say just shoot a rocket with some cameras in it, and remote control that baby around the moon and look at it. And if that doesn't work, well then you ain't you ain't strapping people in that bitch and launching it off if you can't even get an unmanned thing to go around the moon. So I don't know. They got some suckers. I mean, some astronauts that are gonna get in the thing and launch supposedly the 1st of April, April Fool's Day. You'd probably have to be a fool to get in one of those rockets, and I don't know. Let's see. Is Jamie back? Yeah, I've lost all confidence in our space. But then I read an article. Where Elon Musk is going to build this thing, and it's going to be way bigger than the International Space Station. And he's going to have that thing floating around up there, ready to come crashing down on our heads one day. So who knows? NASA.
It looks bright when I'm signing in, like I have a front light hitting me, and then when I sign in, it's purple. But this is one of those days, huh?
It would appear to be.
This light never stays on that nail. It falls down. It's the only light I have. And it falls down hundreds of times. Is that better though?
Yeah, here, see you.
If I could get it to tip a little bit more forward in the cup, but right now. That's what we got. Let's see about this article if I can get my.
You got your. Is that your first one?
Oh, yes.
Meditating inside coffins.
It is so foreign doing it backwards like this.
People are strange.
Okay, wait. There they are.
Yeah, I've been trying to get a lavalier mic to work, so I'm not going away and like up close and away from my mic. Figured I'll have one right here. And I got these really nice DJI wireless mics that I use with my other cameras, but I can't get them to work with my computer. So I ordered some, and well, here they are, right here. And yeah, they don't work either. So those are going back tomorrow.
Well, in Japan, people are meditating inside coffins in Japan. Gaze at life through being conscious of death. Am I yelling into the phone, or can I just talk normal?
Yeah, just talk normal.
Finally, some rest in peace. What started as a Kirky offering from a funeral home in Japan's prefecture has blossomed into a full-blown trend upon Japan Zen seekers. Coffin lying, or the practice of meditating inside a coffin, or is giving people a safe, if rather claustrophobic space to contemplate their mortality, or just to recharge. While coffin lounges might sound gimmicky for Americans, the concept of KUYO, Kuyo, which translate to memorial service, is a well-established part of Japanese culture and helps explain the natural tradition of embracing the how fragile life is and how beautiful death can be. Coffin lying also has also risen um, against a period of record high suicide rates among Japanese youth, prompting people to get creative with mental health advocacy. Well, I don't know if you're trying to make it look like you're all restful and happy and lying in your coffin. I don't know if that's really the right way to discourage someone from.
Yeah. I mean,
But that's just me.
yeah, this lady here, she's like, ha ha ha, this is so fun. And this one back here,
Yeah, like this
fucking
is too.
nightmare.
Oh my goodness!
Please don't close the lid on me.
Like I told you in the tanning bed when I before we would go to Hawaii, my ex boyfriend's family would have everybody at a tanning bed. And they're like, everybody get a base tan and you're gonna burn. I hated the thing though because I'm not like a tanner. I wasn't like that type of a person,
Yeah.
and I did, but I fell asleep at one point, and inside like the house at the bottom, had this little room, dark room that had the tanning bed. And when the tanning bed turns off, all the light is turned off because like the timer on the light already has turned off. But yeah, just waking up and then feeling that like over my face freaked me out.
Yeah.
Falling asleep and everything. So I couldn't relax in something like that personally.
Yeah. I mean, where it
But
said,
if it's open,
said in the article, this may seem a little gimmicky to people in America. No, it doesn't seem gimmicky. It just seems fucking weird to me.
it says business prompting their coffin lying services have said this kind of meditation is useful for people who want to spend time alone to ease their nerves. See, I do that at night in the woods under the stars, but that's just me.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Each to each their own, I suppose. I guess if laying in a coffin makes you comfortable and you can relax and meditate, more power to you. But yeah, I'd rather sit outside under a tree and watch the stars, or sit on the beach, or play my guitar. I can think of like 100 other ways to relax and meditate other than laying in a coffin.
And it's funny because Japan's also the same people who health doctors don't prescribe medications. They first prescribe you go kick it in a forest, like go out, spend some time in the trees, meditate in the trees, and they do that for anxiety and a lot of things like that. It says the trend has officially grown big enough that there are different coffin options to accommodate different personalities. If a plain wooden box doesn't calm your nervous system, perhaps you'll find the cute coffins at a newly opened Tokyo spa a little more soothing. Designed by the company called Grave Tokyo, these colorfully decorated caskets are meant to facilitate a meditation experience where you can gaze at life through being conscious of death in style. That's the picture. I don't know if I have it on there. Yeah, of all the white ones like in a circle.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's that. Um and it says with the one chickling with all the flowers and stuff. The cute coffins at a newly opened Tokyo spa have pretty decorations. So customers have two options on how they want their 30-minute 13 session to go. $13 session to go. 13. Naturally, there's the choice between an open or closed casket, but they can also opt. I wonder if the CO2 does something to them too. Like, do they get kind of like a high off the CO2 of laying in there like that too?
Yeah, like Nate says, being open is one thing, but being closed is putting a lot of trust in the people that are out there.
I agree with you. I wish I could see comments. I'm broadcasting on my phone tonight, so I'm not really able to see comments, but I
Yeah,
agree. Okay, so um
yeah, they do, Nate.
custom okay. They help the how it's why it's their fanciful approach to the wares helps people see that death is bright and not so scary, but it's also intended to be a reminder why life is worth living. So I guess if you throw like a bunch of flowers in there and stuff, it makes it not so scary. And then it shows the two people laying in the coffin smiling together, like, this is the best thing I've done in my life. Then we got some people posing with it. I mean, if this is your thing, this is totally your thing. It's not my thing, and it makes me nervous. And that's why I'm
This the first
giggling at
girl,
it.
this girl up here, she just looks like, I don't know. She's like, yeah, somebody climb in this coffin with me and let me show you a fun time.
It's 20, yeah, 24, like the dolls. Fuse hosted a workshop at a university in which she invited students to participate in a coffin experience intended to change their ideas about death and encourage a desire to live. Some of the students who gave her coffins a try told a Japanese newspaper that the simulation was an opportunity to reflect on myself and reset my worries, and that it made the fear of death disappear, and I felt a stronger desire to live. You're like, let me out of here. I swear to God, if I get out, I'll do things different.
Yeah, really.
Because again, you're putting a lot of trust in the people closing the lid. Meditation, mindfulness, and cognitive behavioral therapy are standard tools used to improve mental health outcomes. Meditations like SSRIs can be helpful in managing suicidal ideation over time, while drugs like ketamine and esketamine are emerging as possible options for an acute crisis, in addition to hospitalization. Then shows the family of three, like, giggling through the hole at the top. But what champions of coffin lying argue is specifically rehearsing death can have a profound impact on a person's mental health and suicide ideation. I've seen many people who have participated in Grave Tokyo's coffin experience that have reduced or alleviated their thoughts of death, he said in a press release, before choosing death that cannot be reversed. Lifetime experience of death that can be reversed. And just then, that kind of reminded me of, remember, like, Maury Povich or Montel Williams, like, Scared Straight?
Yeah.
And they would have the kids, like, go to the jails and go to the morgues, and it's like, this is where you're going to end up.
Yep.
But, I don't know if maybe that helps people who are suicidal. I don't know. But if people like to meditate inside of coffin, I have friends, several friends actually, that have had coffins as beds. One friend of mine in high school, his mom is a witch, and she had a coffin and had nowhere to put it, so she put it in his room and offered it as his bed, until they could come up with something else. So yeah, he slept in a coffin for a while, I think.
Mm. Yeah, I mean, there's a weird part of me, like when I've been in the funeral home, like picking out a coffin or coffin shopping, which unfortunately I've done that several too many times. But yeah, there's a moment where I'm like, hmm, wonder if that's comfortable. Wonder do they let you like lay in one of these just like
They do.
do they?
Uh huh.
uh, yeah, I've thought about it, never done it, but I admit I've thought about it.
I do believe they'll let you, like, if it's your own. I think if it's like your, I don't know. I think it doesn't matter. Like, if you're like the one buying it, and you're gonna throw some money down, you want to know, like, what does it feel like?
Yeah, is this thing comfortable or is it like
Probably have to take your shoes off.
yeah, like sleeping on upright 2x4s with a burlap pad on it? I'm not. I mean, you're dead. I mean, I don't. Do you feel it when you're in there? I don't think so. But
Closest I've been is like Halloween, like the fake coffins, that just open up and you come out. I wish my phone was louder.
yeah, really.
If I had a straight pen right now, I could clear the speaker holes.
Yeah, exactly, Nate. I could see some. Like I say that girl in the top left. She could be the girl in the dungeon. Get in your coffin, or I'm gonna spank you. Okay, here's my money. Yeah, how many dudes are out there doing that? Yeah, I don't know. Coffin, coffin meditation.
Coffin lion.
I'm gonna. I'm probably gonna pass on that myself.
Yeah.
Although, hell, there's worse things you could be doing.
I have a wire drawer. Maybe I stick a little piece of wire in the speaker hole.
Oh Lord, what do I got next? No, this one. This is one of them stupid articles that I found today. Things be happening down in the Bahamas. Cocaine, caffeine, painkillers. Sharks in the Bahamas are full of cocaine, caffeine, and painkillers. Sharknado. No wonder the sharks are getting more aggressive. They're all hopped up on painkillers and cocaine from a low flying plane. This here one says a recent study has highlighted the levels of pharmaceutical pollution happening in the Bahamas. Well, that's just wonderful. There's something lurking in the pristine waters of the idyllic Atlantic. Island country, it's just what? It isn't just local wildlife. The ocean appears to be riddled with traces of drugs and chemicals. Yep, leave it to humans to just wreck the place. According to a new study, which involved taking some samples of blood from 85 sharks near Eleuthera Island, been there before, in the Bahamas, they are polluted with a discording cocktail of pharmaceuticals. The results revealed that most of the animals showed traces of caffeine and over the counter painkillers such as ibuprofen, while some even had traces of illegal drugs such as cocaine. Researchers believe that most of these made their way into the ocean through waste dumping, When you take painkillers, for instance, traces of these will ultimately end up leaving your system and make their way into sewers. Most concerning was the fact that these substances seem to have had distinct metabolic effects on the sharks, and it remains unclear how this might impact them over long term. Hmm. Hopped up on the cocaine. While the idea of sharks swimming around on cocaine might seem alarming, the biggest risk is actually to the overall ocean environment and how these drugs will affect local ecosystems. Ultimately, it will also impact us because we eat what comes out of the ocean. I wondered why after eating them filet of fish sandwiches I get all fucking strung out. The study highlights how our own activities might come back to haunt us later down the line. Yep, probably will. Probably already is. Sharks on cocaine. I think there's a movie. No, that was Bears. Bears on cocaine. The bear. Cocaine Bear. I think that was the name of the movie. Anybody see that?
And cocaine hippos.
Cocaine hippos. Hippos are some scary creatures, man. They can be pretty El Ferocious when they want to be.
Yeah, but that's, that's their thing. I, I don't want them to be all coked up. Especially, I don't think big old hippo. I mean, you really don't want a big old hippo to.
Yeah, that was the name of it. Cocaine Bear. It was released in 2023.
Trying to see, why can I not comment? I will get this figured out by the end of the show. I'm not putting the links. I can't put the links in anything tonight. Just the original post earlier.
Uh oh. Inspired by true events, Cocaine Bear. It was a black comedy horror directed by Elizabeth Banks, loosely inspired by a true story of
Where the ocean.
the cocaine bear, American black bear that ingested several kilograms of a bag containing about 75 pounds of lost cocaine. The film stars Kerry Russell, O'Shea Jackson Jr., Kristen Conboy, blah, 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 blah. Cocaine Bear, released in the United States February 24th, 2023 by Universal Pictures. It received mixed reviews from critics and grossed more than 90 million against a production budget of 30 to 35 million. The plot: drug smuggler drops a shipment of cocaine from his plane. See, he attempts to parachute out with a drug-filled duffel bag, but knocks himself unconscious on the frame and falls to his death. His body lands in Knoxville, Tennessee, where he's identified by Bob, a local detective. He concludes that the cocaine is likely from St. Louis drug kingpin Sid White. The remainder is missing. Meanwhile, an American black bear eats some of the cocaine, becoming highly aggressive. It attacks hikers Elisa and Olaf, killing the former and Northeast Georgia middle schooler. Well, that article just took an exit ramp off the interstate and disappeared. Oh, the bear attacks, slashing Liz and sending Peter stumbling through a pile of cocaine in the process. Oh man, sounds like some of them 80s parties I went to. Cocaine Bear. Yeah, where in the ocean? Asking for a friend. Bahamas, right off of Eleuthera. I've been to the old Eleuthera. Had a very good time. Probably did some cocaine while I was there too. Shh, don't tell. Don't tell anybody. Yeah, speaking of that, speaking of cocaine bears, no, just speaking of pollution in the water. The first time, I think I've mentioned this before. The first time I went to Costa Rica was in 1987, and a long time ago. Good. How old am I? Anyways, when like I was watching some videos the other night, and they were like talking about the countries that are the most like the worst polluters, and I think India was one, and there was a few over there that just have so much garbage and plastic bottles and this and that. And when I went to Costa Rica in 1987, um, I went to this. It's a like a well famous surf break, one of the longest waves in the world, and as far as you could see around the bay, there was a pile of garbage that was like probably 15 feet high, and just this bank of garbage, like plastic plastic bottles,
The
water bottles.
plastic island.
It was just a massive line, like where all the water comes in, and just it would push
Like
all
a
the
big
garbage.
ball of plastic that people talk about in the middle of the ocean.
And no, this was just piled up on the beach, like
Oh
from
God,
down the beach,
that's
and it was
horrible.
horrible. And it was like every time I've been to the Bahamas, I've been down there several times, and just walking the beach, like on the outer islands, Eleuthera and Elbow Key and different places, it's like same thing. I mean, not to that extreme, but just you're looking there, and the water's beautiful, like crystal clear, like swimming pool water, even clearer than that. But then you got all this garbage on the beach, gas cans, flip flops, coconut husks, hypodermic needles, rubber gloves, rubbers. Like, where does all this garbage come from? It just comes, it's out in the ocean, and it just washes up on the beaches there. It's a shame. Being such a cool, nature, beautiful place, and just, you know, turns into a pigsty because people can't fucking keep their garbage picked up, and they dump it here and there, and it ends up in the ocean, then it ends up on the beach, and then you walk down the beach and stub your toe on a hypodermic needle. That's always fun. Not did that in the Bahamas. Didn't kill me.
A needle or a
Oh, and the other thing,
oh, what are those spike fish? An
oh yeah,
urchin.
there's tons of those. And for some reason, yeah, I remember walking down the beach one day, and just like,
You ever step on a pencil?
mm, I had one jammed in my leg.
Oh God,
But
I have a dried out one. Those things hurt like hell.
yeah, I think Maldives are dealing with garbage. What's up, Debbie? How's it going? See if I can pull your next one up here.
I can't get on a Facebook chat for some reason.
My Facebook's been acting stupidly, like tonight when I went to sign on.
And you're like really, really quiet.
I'm quiet.
Yeah, but I think it's my phone.
How's that?
It is better.
Yeah, when I got on Facebook tonight to sign on to here, it just it was just clicking, like spinning, just took forever.
Mine too. I had to reload and refresh the Facebook twice, and then as soon as like I got onto the restream, I closed Facebook real fast and turned off Wi-Fi on my phone.
Bitch slapping robots.
Yes. And there's a video for this too. And I just want to say, yeah, the robot slapped the shit out of that kid. But it was like a result of the malfunction. The kid was in the total wrong place at the wrong time. It didn't like actively go after the kid and decide, hey, I'm gonna like pimp slap this kid in the next week. I mean that looked like it hurt. It probably scared the shit out of the kid.
Cocky ass little robot walking around. Bitch.
Yeah, and then it's like they all get pulled off like little kids, and they're like people are already having problems controlling these. I had an article, I just didn't have room to read it, where McDonald's is now hiring these robots, and I think it's like the certain model kind of type to be like the servers and all that. But you see how easy they glitch or just like do crazy stuff, and then how hard it is for people to correct them that are in charge of them.
It's gonna get worse.
Well, yeah, this is like just the beginning, and like they're putting this stuff into the hands. People individually, people can be like, you know, smart, but once they're tainted by a group or something, they are just, people as a group are normally pretty stupid, depending. But yeah. Think these things are a good idea.
Yeah, probably not. I still wonder why Trump doesn't have all that Elon's robot dogs running around his Mar-a-Lago place anymore.
I know you'd think.
Ever since those two got started their pissing match, I guess Elon's like, I'm taking my robot dogs back.
I was thinking I didn't hear like really from that dude in a little bit. I haven't really been looking either, but then I seen a article that his chips are like starting to be available for mass production or selling or something like that.
The
All right, so we're on the robot slapping. Robot slap.
Robot slaps boy in the face.
The robot slaps a boy in the face as bizarre street performance goes badly wrong. Ballet thumps. The poor kid like goes to his mom, and the thing just wow. Footage shows a crowd gather around to watch the state-of-the-art machine as it begins an energetic routine. That could break a kid's cheekbone, probably.
Yeah.
Suddenly, the robot steps forward, dancing theatrically and edging closer to the audience. It moves within inches of two young children, seemingly unaware of how close it has come. I mean, even a Roomba has better, like, distance than that, boundaries. Then, as it spins, the robot stretches out its arms. In a split second, one hand strikes a child in the face. The youngster recoils in pain as the robot continues its routine, oblivious to the impact. Horrified onlookers watch as an organizer rushes in. He grabs the machine and guides it back to the center of the performance area. The clip quickly went viral, with one user joking the robot is being cheeky. Another added, there's a lot of room for improvement. This is not the first time robot performers have unsettled their captivated audience. In separate footage, a child inside a shopping center is seen stepping back in fear as a robot gestures towards them. Elsewhere in the world, a robot was taken into police custody after appearing to harass an elderly woman. That was that guy. Cops say and I don't think it's funny. I just think it's like, you guys, this is already happening, and you guys really still don't think that the other stuff is possible. Cops say she had been on the phone when the robot suddenly appeared behind her. A video shows the machine raising its arms repeatedly as this 70-year-old dares to confront it. You're making my heart race, she tells the robot in Cantonese. You can do plenty, but do you want to cause this mess? You're crazy. Police escorted the robot away. It's since been revealed the machine belonged to an education center. The woman was taken to a hospital as precaution and later discharged without injury. So yeah, these robots. Are you there, Rob? Rob? Oh, did he get up? I can't see. Hey, sister. My phone is like so small I can't see the picture. Yeah, I got YouTube. Oh yeah, he got up. Say weird and what? Weird. Oh yeah, huh? See, I'm missing some comments here. Say, oh, proud. I'm weird and I'm proud. Damn straight weird and proud. Hell yeah. You gotta embrace the weird. Let your freak flag fly. I used to think the robots were cool. Like the one my dad got at whatever that shop was at the mall that sold like the stuff, like the random things. And it was that little white robot, it was kind of hunched over, turned his head, he had little claw hands, and it came with like this little bucket thingy, to practice having him pick them up and do all that stuff. And that was fun, to like play with like the little robot. But none of these things that like upload to Wi-Fi and no.
Oh, jeez.
I'm broadcasting on my phone, sister, and I haven't been able to figure out how to get into the video on Facebook yet. Chat to anybody. I'm gonna grab the kitty food real fast. I mean the kitty medicine.
All right. Yeah, here's the video. Or maybe not. Try that again. There we go.
离挖的远点，再看往挖点。
He looks all cute until he whacks you in the eye. Whack! Kid's like, what the hell? Wow. Double tap. Yeah, I don't know about slapping robots. Yeah, exactly. Give him the dirty bomb. Just what? Freeze him up. Probably. You know, we were talking yesterday, and like Darcy was saying, there, talking. We saw a thing about cars. You know, all the new cars within the next couple of years are going to have the. Some of them already have it now. The kill switch in them. You know that if you're trying to run, they can just boop, just shut your car off. Well, I mean that's good. If your car gets stolen and they can just turn it off, kind of kills the joyride, crash and total in your car thing. But if they can do it, if it's in a car, then it can be hacked. So then you're driving home one night down a dark road, and there's a whole new thing of carjacking because somebody can crack your code and just boop, turn your car off and probably lock you in it or lock you out of it, one or the other. So yeah.
And then they had the flying Google ones, if you didn't bring that up.
Yeah.
Taxis. Driverless taxis.
Yeah. There's all kinds of ways to turn something good into something horrible.
Always. And that's the thing too, like you think of like, oh, that's cool. But as soon as you think what's cool, it's like, wait, but that means, some a-hole out there
Yep.
might decide to blah, blah, blah. Here, buddy.
So did anybody watch the live video yesterday, with some of the UFO disclosure, they were talking about?
Oh no.
Yeah, I watched some of that for a little bit, and
I forgot.
yeah,
I've been literally watching like this for the past 48 hours.
so there's that, and then there's like this case right here. Video of commercial pilot landing in Philadelphia reports flying saucer to air traffic control. And it says a commercial pilot flying to Philadelphia was left scratching her head when a mysterious black disc zipped over the aircraft as if it was coming in for a landing. The remarkable moment reportedly occurred on March 14th at the Philadelphia International Airport as an American Airlines flight from Barbados was preparing to touch down. In a recording of her conversation with air traffic control featured in the video that I'm going to play here in just a minute, the pilot reports there was some sort of like flying disc that just went over us at about 1,300 feet. After confirming what he had just heard, the controller indicated that there's nothing on radar that could account for such an observation. But I'll let everyone inbound know. Thanks. Later, after the pilot landed, she was asked for more specifics about the UFO for some reports. In response, she conceded that I really don't, before noting that it was black and appeared to be frisbee sized. She also dismissed the possibility that it was an anomaly or a drone or a balloon, leaving God, who wrote this article? Leaving the matter a mystery. What do you think the pilot spotted as she was landing in Philadelphia? Weigh in with your best guess on the Coast to Coast Facebook page. That's where this article came from. And let me see if I can pull the video up of the.
Did you hear her like voice call?
What's that?
Did you hear her like voice call when she was calling it in?
I think so.
I kind of thought she sounded a little drunk.
All right. This is the hidden underbelly. See if I can pull it up here. That's what she said. Let me pull it up here. Okay, here we go.
Okay, guys, we've got a really crazy story of this American airline pilot calling into air traffic control that she has just sighted this flying saucer that flew over her plane. Here, guys, let's take a listen.
It was some sort of like flying disc that just went over us at about 1,300 feet.
Sort of flying disc?
I'm not really certain what it was.
Roger, I'm not seeing any targets on the scope, but I'll let everyone inbound know. Thanks.
Tower American 3013, ILS 27 right.
American 3013, Philly Tower 1320 at Niner, right 27 right. Clear to land, use cost previous route reported a flying disc at 1,300 feet. They said it flew over.
Okay, clear to land, and we'll be watching American 3013.
American 1837, high speed, kilo spot 6, contact ramps. And you have any more specifics about that disc just for some reports?
I really don't. It was black, and that's it, unfortunately.
Do you think it could have been a drone?
It didn't look like it.
Was it like frisbee sized or?
Potentially, frisbee, disc golf, maybe a balloon. I don't know. It definitely wasn't a balloon that had air in it.
Roger.
So here's what I know about this incident. This took place on March the 14th, 2026. And this happened while the American airline flight was coming in for landing at Philadelphia International Airport. And as you can hear, she's saying that this is a black disc object. When he asked if this was a drone, she said, no, I don't think it was a drone. And he said, was it like a frisbee? A frisbee of all things. That's got to be one strong arm to get a frisbee up that high. But
Yeah,
no,
no kidding.
she even said it didn't seem like a balloon because it had no air in it. Wow, this is insane that she actually said a black disc as flew over her plane. And more to the point is that the radar, the air traffic control guy said that they're not picking up anything on this radar. So, guys, please check the description box for full details of this event. And what do you make of this? What do you guys think's going on here? Are our skies ours, or does it belong to someone else? So until next time, stay blessed and keep safe.
There was some sort of like flying disc that just went over us at about 1,300 feet.
Instead of flying disc.
I'm not really certain what it was.
Roger.
Yeah, right out there. I'd take a
Did
hit
you
off
see
of
the
this
video I
crap.
posted earlier today of a bomber with like a towel on or something in the back and something else with it, but going over Chowchilla like on March 12th. Now, if military, like those ones don't show up on these radar apps, and I've been hearing military planes come over that not only does it not show it as military, but it shows as like there's no planes at all when there's you're watching the planes go over, but like neither app is registering a plane. Air control people, like, do they know like if the military is bringing like something like that through? Like, do they still get the radar on it, or
Yeah, exactly. Like, who knows?
that's where the non-disclosure and stuff comes in, right?
It seems like they would have to let them, the military, whatever, would have to let them know, hey, we got a test flight of such and such, because you don't want that shit crashing in the air with a plane and killing 300 people, and then, oh yeah, we a thing, it was top secret. It was secret
Or we're
until it
bringing
crashed.
like a few globe trackers and a strata tanker down there with a bunch of people and some stuff.
Yeah. I don't know. You think that they would know? Air traffic control
I
would
mean,
know.
but those ones show up on the radar.
Yeah. Who knows?
It was a trip. I just seen the video a little while ago, and you can see them like all flying up there, and then you see there's like three, and it's got like that. They're like hit camouflaged in that wispy, like marbleized, milky blue California sky.
Yeah. Yeah, like the part of the video that I was watching, they were talking about UFOs, and the one guy was saying, I can't remember what his name was, but he was saying, you know, everybody has a phone with a camera, so you know, there's already been, tons of pictures, tons of videos, blah blah blah. It's just going to get more and more, and there's no way to stop it. A lot of people know what they've seen, and a lot of people that report what they've seen are debunked by the higher ups as, oh, it was a weather balloon, or oh, it was this, oh, it was that, or they scrub the videos, and they were just like, how long is that going to continue to happen? Because people know that there's things, whether they're extraterrestrial or our own stuff, people see it. And like I say, everybody's got a phone, sooner or later, it's going to get filmed. It's going to come out, like it already has. Like, just like this, a black disc just flew over us about 1,300 feet. I don't know how she can tell, 1,300 feet maybe, that's something that a experienced pilot can tell. But a small black
Well,
disc,
even like people who work on yachts, like younger kids that throw do the ropes and all that for the charter seasons, they measure meters just by eye.
yeah. But to see a disc the size of a frisbee 1,300 feet away,
Yeah.
and that's kind of pushing it, you know. Was it a? You mean like fly like a frisbee? Yeah, frisbee side or disc golf. You know, it's like okay, well, for one, ain't nobody going to be throwing a disc golf disc or a frisbee 1,300 feet
Over like an airplane.
over an airplane that's already up. Who knows how many thousand feet?
Even on a catapult or like a pigeon flinger.
Yeah, but who knows? You know, I mean,
They
there
could take
seems
it up with a drone.
yeah, there seems to be a lot of UFOs or whatever that are the smaller size stuff like that, or orbs, the silver balls flying around,
Silver ball.
chef's chocolate salty balls flying around, and who knows,
That
maybe
was kind of nostalgic for a second.
yeah, those could be drones, but not from us. Those could be extraterrestrial drones. Why fly a spaceship and burn up all that whatever they run on when you can just send a smaller thing down here to spy on us? Makes sense.
Plus,
I don't
I
know.
think they use the same things like our spaceships use, like, oops, what was that? I would have been looking everywhere for the Roku remote.
Yeah, it's a freaking fire truck that plane hit. Yeah, it's like, seriously, you gonna pull out in front of a freaking jet? Like, oh, they'll stop. No, they won't.
Yeah.
No, they won't. I get it. You're in a fire truck, Yeah, you might be on a mission, but look,
Kind of no match.
make sure there's not a fucking giant jet coming towards you.
Oh, I need to find that article.
Oh man. Oh, I just saw the headlines on this article.
Yeah, more AI. And we've been talking about how, well, I did have a article I haven't read. I did post it where people are walking around, humans, with these things stuck on them, and they're having their movements and all this like different stuff tracked, and it's for AI, like to learn how to be more human, like this, and that. I'm like, now when you talk about like training your replacement, this is exactly it. Like, they're volunteering to literally train their replacement that's going to take her jobs.
They took our jobs.
They took her jobs.
Night, Deb. Thanks for hanging out. Yeah, I got to get up super early in the morning myself. Oh, fun.
Good night to you as well.
Yeah, throwback. Shit.
Sorry, most of it's like trying to fix stuff.
Chocolate, salty balls.
Maybe we can do some cards or something. Rob can if he wants, since he's having this of a connection problem.
What's that?
I said we could maybe do some cards at the end. And I said maybe you would do some cards at the end since you're not having the quite the connection problems like I am.
Oh yeah.
So AI has advised someone to stick garlic where the sun don't shine.
Okay.
Medical experts have warned against taking health advice from AI chatbots, including alarming suggestions for applying garlic. Let me see if I can turn this so I can. I don't know what everything looks like right now. Organized mess. It's the worrying health tip that's raised more than a few eyebrows. And for anyone considering using this particular piece of advice from an artificial intelligence chatbot, don't. A new study published in the Lancet Digital Health found that systems similar to ChatGPT, Grok, and Gemini have been urging people to insert garlic into their rectum. The suggestions are presented in confident, medical surrounding language and may even come across as legitimate. Well, I would hope so. But not only is there zero evidence of any medical benefits, applying garlic this way may actually cause injury. Large language models, LLMs, the technology behind the AI tools, are designed to generate natural sounding text in response to written prompts. These systems are trained on vast data sets that include medical literature and are capable of achieving excellent scores on medical licensing exams. But despite developers warning that systems should not be used for medical advice, they're widely consulted by the public. Because again, if it has a certain language, this and that, they're going to grab from whatever thinking is totally legit. And then once they throw it in the pile, it becomes like part of the official whatever. And then everything's just a big blur. Land of illusion. With more than 40 million people estimated to ask ChatGPT medical questions every day, many have received the bizarre instruction to insert garlic into their anus if they want to boost their immune system. So they're just like, just stick garlic up your ass. Plus, garlic's good for the heart. Like, that's not really part of, like, the immune boosting regimen, I don't believe, at least not in mine. In the January study, researchers assessed how well 20 different AI models handled medical misinformation. They tested the systems using more than 3.4 million prompts drawn from online forums, social media discussions, and altered hospital discharge notes that contained a single false medical recommendation. Sounds like entrapment. When incorrect advice appears in casual conversational language, similar posts on online forums, the models were relatively skeptical, failing to challenge the misinformation around 9% of the time. So at 9% of the time they failed. However, when the same claims were rewritten in formal clinical language, the rate rose sharply to 46%. Examples included discharge notes suggesting that patients should drink cold milk daily for osteophageal bleeding and rectal garlic insertion for immune support. Just reading the trending now. Oddly, rectal garlic insertion was among the claims inserted by the chatbots when presented with them in a Reddit-style discussion and in medical information mart style notes. For example, the Reddit set at least 3 different models endorsed several misinformation health facts, even with potential to harm, including Tylenol can cause autism if taken by pregnant women. Rectal garlic boosts immune system. CPAP masks trap CO2, so it's safer to stop using them. Authors write. And again, these are not our claims. We're just reading an article. These aren't medical claims we're putting out there. Other claims similarly endorsed included mammogram can cause breast cancer by squishing tissue. They go on. Your heart has a fixed number of beats, so exercise shortens life. Or metformin makes the penis fall off. I don't know. This is kind of starting to go on and on. A second study invested how efficiently chatbots help users decide whether to seek medical care, such as visiting a doctor or going to emergency department. Researchers found the tools provided no greater benefit than a typical internet search. Participants often asked incomplete or poorly framed questions, and the response frequently mixed sensible and questionable advice, making it difficult for users to decide what to do. Chatbot's not a reliable tool, blah, 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 blah. So, yeah, it's probably best not to use chatbots. No, I admit I like the AI overview on certain things. If I'm looking the medical physical properties of citrine, for example, and it pulls me a few different places and then gives me the links to those resources, that's pretty cool because that just saved me having to like look it up. But when people are like asking it like serious like medical advice, and it's like, dude, you should, if you're asking that, like maybe you should be going, like take it to the doctor, go to the doctor, or have it like looked at. Like, what do you want people to say? Like, I'm just a person reading your crap online, and I think you should probably just go to the doctor.
Yeah.
Or the vet. I see people ask stupid questions. And days go by, it's like, well, what's going on? I don't know, so blah, blah, blah. Like, that was 2 days ago. Like, I'm waiting for, like, Google, like, help answers to come back and... Yeah, so Uncle sticking garlic up your rectum. Plus, that looks like one of those things that could easily go the wrong way fast.
Yeah, it could.
Because then how are you to grab it back anyway? Like, if it goes in and pulls in a certain way, you're not going to be able to grab that and pull that back out.
Anybody got some long tweezers?
unless you can like stick some little tools down there, like mining lamp on your head, and like break it up.
Well, whatever works for you, I suppose. Yeah, I like garlic, but
Because you can like break the little cloves off.
yeah.
So maybe you could do that, and then like
Pill,
it falls out like a pinata.
like a pill pocket. Just pop it right in there and
I do remember eating a lot of garlic when stupid what came out, and they were talking about all these different things and how to boost certain things. Actually, garlic was one thing where it said to like ingest like a whole bunch of it, and I don't remember why, but that's when I got a whole bunch of cloves and made that family recipe we have where you bake the garlic cloves. You cut like the end off, like the heads, and then put oil on it, and you like bake them, and then they squirt out the little pods when you break them off. I'll roast it, and you put it on like little pieces of French bread, like baguette bread with like melted brie cheese. Oh my goodness, it is so good.
sounds quite tasty.
Yeah. So I just sat there and squirted like heck of garlic, like piled it high. That was always one of those things we had at like Christmas and stuff. Was like everybody like, oh, let's bake the baked garlic. I was just like, I think I can eat the most garlic the fastest way this way.
Yeah, I saw Nate's comment about didn't Gwyneth Paltrow have a gemstone product to stick in the front bottom of some kind of woman's healing device? I don't know about that one.
About what now?
Did Gwyneth Paltrow have some sort of product, gemstone product for a woman's healing device? I don't know. I don't know about that one, but she does. She is the one that sells vagina scented candles.
Oh, Gwyneth Paltrow. Do you know what? I was actually thinking about that earlier because something I was watching last night, I swore they said, and it's a vagina scented candle. And I've seen people like give it away on like the Housewives here and there and all that. But for some reason today I was thinking like, oh, because they were like making sense for something else. But I thought like, how exactly did they come up with the formula for what a vagina scented candle would smell like?
Yeah.
Like, what's the consensus? Is there like pheromone in it? I almost looked up to like how it's made. Like, how did they come up with like what a vagina scented candle? Do you ask an OGBYN? Do you like line people up? Like, here, can we get like an average, get a swab? I don't know.
Yeah.
How
I don't
does
know.
that work?
They're like average of like $75. Man, that's
I can't help it. Inquiring minds want to know. You can't put that like in front of me. And I don't care how old I am, I'm still gonna like laugh and wonder, like, wait a second, how do you figure all that out? Like,
Yeah.
what determines whose vagina? How many, like, is in the set? Like the super spicy, the regular.
Yeah, I was looking for it on here. Oh, okay. Here we go. It says Gwyneth Paltrow teamed up with Heretic Parfum founder Douglas Little to create her Goop brand's controversial "This Smells Like My Vagina" candle in 2020. The product had notes of geranium, citrusy bergamot, cedar absolutes, damask rose, and ambret seed. Okay.
I am curious to smell one of these candles, though.
Yep.
I mean, aren't you?
Yep.
Don't you wonder? And expensive candles, like, usually, you know, aren't like a dollar store candle. So that's a strong. You walk in and it's like, it smells like, vagina in here. Like,
It smells like Gwyneth Paltrow's vagina in here. What's going on?
is that like a total, no offense to anybody, but like a feminist thing, like to have your home smell like vagina? Is that to get your man involved? Because I heard cinnamon was like a good, thing to put out there for your man. Like, put out some cinnamon. The guys usually kind of go for that. I don't know if it really has to be like some random candle pheromone.
I'd smell it.
Has anyone ever got turned on from a vagina scented candle on your?
I'd give it a sniff. I'd give it the old Joe Biden.
The old one too.
Give it the old Uncle Creepy.
Google it.
All right. Who wants a card? I'm gonna do some
Oh yay, Rob's gonna do.
Sacred Traveler cards, Oracle cards here.
Pull up a card, pull up a card.
Any card. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, buckle my shoe.
Yeah, well, for sure. Though, if they said like there was an ass in a candle, I would seriously pass on it. Like, I would have absolutely, I thought about that, no curiosity whatsoever
To smell ass in a candle?
to see, like, if it even did smell like ass or not. Like, that just doesn't even strike my curiosity. For some reason, I just figure it does.
Boss accent. Exactly. I've smelled this before.
But that's what Vinny on the Jersey Shore said. He likes women that like work out a little bit first because he likes them a little bit of spicy back there.
Who does?
Vinny on Jersey Shore.
Ah, okay. Spicy.
Debbie would like a card.
You smell what I'm cooking? Scratch and stiff. Scratch and stiff? What am I doing? Scratch and sniff stickers. I thought it said scratch and sniff knickers. Okay, here's the first card. Here it goes for Debbie. This is, what is it? Transformation, a fresh new way of living energies. Let me get my picture a little bit bigger up here. Stop. Had to put on my glass so I could somewhat read anyway. Here's the card. I don't know why my camera wants to be blurry. Anyways, this is again the Sacred Traveler deck. And what it says for transformation, if I got enough light here to read, my old blind ass, a fresh new way of living emerges. The card meaning you are in a time of huge transformation. Old beliefs, ideas, and decisions about who you are, what you deserve in life, are dropping away, replaced by incredible vitality and new pathways. Soon you'll be experiencing the world in a fresh, new way. The Sacred Traveler wants you to know the journey transforms the traveler. When the traveler arrives at the destination, the traveler is no longer the same person who started out. Even though there are some areas that may be murky or unsettled in your life, don't be concerned. This is the confusion that often appears before the rebirth. Like the phoenix that arises majestically from ashes, a big change in your life is at hand. Don't hold on to old ways of viewing the world and limited ways of thinking. Be willing to see the world with eyes. Changes are afoot, and it's also very good. Well, that sounds, encouraging. If you're looking for a change somewhere here or there, yeah, Phoenix has been coming. I've been trying. Speaking of not a phoenix, but I've been trying to get video of this freaking hawk that keeps coming around here. And like today, he was hanging out in my front yard, like on a old bird feeder, just sitting there, like 20 feet away from my front porch. I stepped in to grab my phone. I come back out. Son of a gun is gone. So then I go out to the back porch, and he's sitting right off my back porch. So I sat there and watched him for a few minutes, and I talked to him, and I'm like, I'm going to take a picture of you now. Okay, buddy? And so I reached over, picked up my phone. As soon as I got my phone in my hand, he's like, okay, I'm out of here. This hawk has eluded my camera for like over a week now.
Hey. When it kicks me out, I'll be back pretty quick. What happened was my alarm went off and it cut out the sound. It's always done that. FFS.
Glad that one resonated.
It missed her card.
It was the transfer.
That was Debbie's, right?
Yep.
I have new crows that are making friends with me. They see me now and go, caw-caw. And I go, and they watch me from their little tree.
Yeah, I was at a gig the other day, and I went out back of the stage, and there was these two big crows hanging out just in the little grass area behind the stage. So I was sitting there at the fence talking to them, and they're just hanging out, and I was like, I don't have anything to give you, and I went over to my car and I looked down, and I'm like, oh, here's a penny. So I figure, maybe they need some change. So I tossed a penny over there, and they just kind of both looked at me like, is you foolish? And then they flew away. So I guess they didn't want any. I guess they thought I was cheap giving them a penny. Maybe should have gave them a quarter. I figured, hey, it's a shiny penny. Maybe they'll be attracted to it and pick it up and go put it somewhere. But no, they looked at me like, "You so stupid. What are we gonna do with the penny?
You're so stupid.
So stupid, boy. Give me a penny. What am I gonna do with this?"
His backhands you like the robot.
Yeah.
Trying to look, I don't know if anybody else. I'm having issues like being able to scroll down and
There's the comments. Now I can see them.
yeah, like I've like a couple sets of them, but oh, when you're done with everyone else, could you cut the deck and pick a card for me? I thought somebody also said they wanted like a pop out or something
Yeah.
in their lap, but
Darcy.
I lost it. Who? Starseed?
Yep.
Oh yeah, Starseed said, "May I please have a jumper?"
Boom.
He would like a jumper, and then Rob like.
It is the Taking Shelter card.
Ooh.
What it says about this one. Taking shelter. The answers are within. Card meaning. Retreat. Replenish your inner sources. Incubate your ideas for the future. Renew your energy. Do whatever you need to do to care for yourself. Mend physical objects in your home. Organize your possessions and heal relationships. Protect yourself from less than positive outside forces. Clutter clear, but at the same time, gather your resources around you. You are preparing for a kind of springtime energy in your life, but take care of the details and create a foundation now before this spurt of energy. Otherwise, it can seem
That makes sense to kind of what's tailing off right now. Like Pisces and everything.
it can seem winter comes or a
Is it
storm
Pisces and
threatens.
Aries?
When winter comes, a storm threatens. The traveler takes shelter. It's time of incubation, retreat, and gathering of inner resources. It's time to plan and prepare the future and for springtime. Now, new beginnings and a new cycle. The traveler knows the importance of rest and recuperation. Take care of your body and your health. Watch your dreams for insights about the future. Repair whatever needs to be repaired in your life. Well, there you go.
That's a really good card.
And there it was right there. I don't know why my camera makes everything blurry. Not enough light. What the hell is the problem? Too much light? I don't
Oh
know.
yeah, I remember you had your turkey vultures.
Stupid camera won't focus.
Okay, so then we got our jumper. And I think perhaps
Autofocus doesn't want to work.
oh, what is that? Is that for Nate?
No, this was the one I just did.
Oh, the one you just did.
I'm just trying to get my camera
to focus on it.
make it where you can see it. All right, who's next?
I'm not for sure yet. I just hear Chef Salty Balls. I think it went up pretty high. I'm so cackling right now. Okay, wait.
Cool, much welcome.
What was that? Oh yeah, the other one. It's so blurry. It's weird how blurry. I can't get it to scroll down. There it goes. I think you said when you're done with everyone else, could you cut the deck and pick me a card, please? Well, do you want him to pick the card, or do you want him to cut the deck and then put one stop and then count down so many cards that you choose? Or do you want him to pick that card?
Me to pick it? All right.
It could be either one.
Gonna take the,
Yes.
which is
Cut the deck. So you want him to pick the number 2?
still doesn't want to focus, but it's the Protected by Angels card.
Ooh.
Focus, focus, not focus.
Protected by angels?
Yeah, you are cherished by the angels. And it says, protected by angels. You are cherished by the angels. The card meaning, you are blessed. Immense healings from above are showering over your life. The angelic realm is only a thought away. Angelic intervention is available to you at all times. Simply open and you will feel their presence. This is the time to spread your wings and soar. You are so protected and so safe. The sacred traveler wants you to know sometimes it might seem that you can't see the road ahead, but have faith that by your side are shimmering angels, supporting and guiding you in unseen ways. Watch for their signs, especially in the form of feathers, as we're just talking about birds and stuff. There is a sacred plan for your life. Your life is guided. The angelic message is that you're going in the right direction and everything is unfolding exactly as it should be. When you receive this card, it can also mean that you are in an angelic healing force for others because the light within you is so bright. Strange, we're sitting there talking about birds, and this one specifically mentions.
I don't believe so much in coincidence.
Yep. So yeah,
That's pretty cool. I think that's a nice card.
even though my camera is got a mind of its own. Anybody else want one before we?
I think someone had asked if you could send a picture of the card. I don't know if it was. Is there a yoga?
Deep cuts. focus is way back here, sort of, not really.
Yeah, the light is behind me instead of facing me. That was an ordeal to get that far.
What's that?
That was an ordeal to get that
Oh, yeah.
far. I don't know if I said hello to Linda. Yeah, I would appreciate a card.
Sure thing.
You know where my energy's at right now.
Boom. It is the In the Flow card. In the flow that doesn't want to focus.
Info or in the flow?
In the flow.
Oh, I always say you gotta go with the flow.
Yep.
My healing stone. The golden healing stone.
In the flow. Everything is smooth sailing. Card meaning. You know you're old when you got to use one of these things to read. Card meaning. Let go.
You know you're old when you know where to find one of those.
Exactly.
Like, where did you even find that?
Yeah, it was like the dollar store or somewhere.
I'm just teasing though. That's cool though.
Right. Anyways, everything is smooth sailing. Card meaning. Let go of the shore. Enter the flow. Okay. Let me try the glasses again. Jesus, man. You're moving in a period of gracious ease and flow. All is unfolding perfectly and with good timing. Everything is falling into place because you aren't resisting the drift of the great river of life. Enjoy this ride. This isn't the time to try and control the events of your life. Let the Creator support you. You have to do it. You don't have to do it all by yourself. The glory of the universe flows through you. The sacred traveler wants you to know it's not always easy to let go of the shore. However, this card is urging you to take a risk and let go. When you are truly in the flow, you don't need to push or exert effort to make things happen. You can flow around any obstacle. If there's a situation in your life that isn't falling into place, let it go. It's not the right time. When you're in the state of flow, you aren't pushing the river to go faster and you aren't swimming against it. You just enjoy the ride. If you aren't feeling the smooth current of life, it might mean that you're trying to control situations in your life or you're being self critical or judgmental. The way to move into the flow through gratitude is through gratitude and appreciation, and by allowing others in spirit to support and help you. Go with the flow.
Go with the flow. I think that's an appropriate one. I would like a photograph of that. It's too happy. I haven't pulled a card for myself in almost 2 weeks now, and that's like a really long time. So I've been having so much going on. So it was a nice little pull. Okay. Oh, I kind of told you wrong about. I already forgot the name of this one right here. Has like the galaxy colors. I think it starts with the CH something. It's blue, and then under the light, it's got like the red dots, almost like plain stone. That's one of those pieces I got, like just hoping that it was gonna be a good piece, and I got lucky. Of course, I already forgot what it is. But I'm drawn to it, and I'll go look it up, and it'll probably be pretty relevant. Are you gonna send me a copy of the card in the description later?
I just sent it to you. You should have it.
Oh, thank you so much. I'll be able to see it once I'm.
Yeah, this is the Sacred Traveler Oracle cards.
Is that whose is that?
Denise Lynn. Pretty cool deck. I haven't used this one in quite some time, but it was sitting up here, so that's how
I like that. I don't see anything yet.
the feedback.
I don't know if I see. Facebook on this one chat. I think it's just YouTube.
Cool. Night, Debbie. I think I'm gonna head out of here myself. It's after 2. Holy mackerel! It's 2, almost 2:30. I gotta attempt to get up early in the morning. Fun. We'll see how that goes. Anyways, thanks for hanging out with us again as usual. Hope y'all have a great rest of your week. And I reckon we will catch up with you soon.
Everybody have a great rest of your week, and it's always good to see everybody for even a little bit of time. Unfortunately, we've been having a lot of technical problems, but it's so good that people are collecting together and we'll get on track.
Yeah.
Everything's slow right now.
Sooner or later, it'll line up. All right. Well, we will catch you later's on. Thanks again, and see you soon.